There's a huge mistake a lot of people make when they hire a lawyer for a serious injury case. And that mistake is they just go with whoever happens to be standing nearby, or the nearest lawyer's office, whoever's got a billboard, whoever's on the back page of the yellow pages, something like that. Those are the wrong lawyers. The open secret in the law firm world is that you can hire the best lawyer in town, or you can hire a middling lawyer, and the fee is exactly the same, because there are fairly uniform contingency fees in this work. So why would you ever want to think about hiring a mediocre lawyer when you can hire a really good lawyer? We've got some tips on how you can find the best lawyer. We've got them all in writing on our website. I'm going to show you on the screen here the link, and I'm going to run through the basic ideas of how we think you can go about finding a top lawyer. First tip, use a reliable referral service that rates personal injury lawyers based on what their colleagues say about them. It's sometimes a little tricky to separate fake lawyer referral services from real ones. There are lots of services out there that are basically just advertising agencies where any lawyer who pays them their fee can get up on their website. That's not what you want. You want independent ratings, and there are only a few of them actually out there. There's one called Martindale-Hubbell that gives ratings to lawyers based on what their peers say. You want to look for a lawyer whose rating says AV. Those are the best ratings for both the quality of the lawyer, the A quality, and the ethics of the lawyer, which is V for very good. That's what you want. Don't settle for anything less. The other referral services, there's one called Best Lawyers in America. They've got some pretty good ratings. There's one called Super Lawyers. There's a group I'm in called Inner Circle of Advocates, innercircle.org. They have 100 of the very top plaintiffs' lawyers all around the country on their website, and it's all peer selected. It's not something that any lawyer can buy their way into. So that's the first step, is to look to a good, neutral, independent lawyer referral service to find somebody. Next tip is when you hire an attorney, you're interviewing them for a job. So you don't want to just go to them and hire them because they wear a suit and look kind of nice and talk smoothly. You want to ask them about their experience. And here's a key question. What is your courtroom experience, Mr. Lawyer? Do you actually take cases to court and try them? Because the other open secret in this work is that there are lots of lawyers out there who are just settlement lawyers. They never or hardly ever go to court. Once in a blue moon they go to court and have a trial. You don't want those lawyers because why? Well, the people on the other side know who those lawyers are. Those lawyers, when they settle cases, have to take a discount because the other side knows this is all kind of bluffing, really. They're not going to go to court. We know that from their past track record. So that's something very important. Does this lawyer go to court? The next important question to ask the lawyer is, do you have experience in my kind of case, whatever it might be? Let's say it's an injury of a child, probably one of the most serious kinds of cases you can have. You want to make sure that that lawyer has comfort and experience helping families who've had an injured child. Same for any other kind of injury. Next question you want to ask is, who will actually work on my case? Sometimes the lawyer who's the head of the firm will be kind of the spokesman up front, but then will disappear and you'll never hear from that lawyer again. That's not what you want. Also, sometimes they'll just refer it to another lawyer outside their firm. Again, that's not what you want. You want to be looking in the eye of the lawyer who says, I'm going to represent you. Now, That lawyer may have lawyers working with him, and they may be quite competent, and that's fine too. You just need to know who the players are going to be up front. So, what are some other hallmarks of a good quality lawyer? Questions like, and you can usually find this out on the website, is this a lawyer who teaches other lawyers how to do their work? Lawyers who are invited to give what are called continuing legal education talks are usually acknowledged as among the best in the field. Is the lawyer a member of organizations that specialize in the kind of case that you have? There's all kinds of organizations, particularly in our line of work, trial lawyer organizations. American Association for Justice. I happen to be on the board of the AAJ, American Association of Justice. Obviously, there are going to be plenty of lawyers out there who are not on it. That's not a knock on them, but you know, it's a plus on the other side. You at least want to get somebody who's a member of the organization. And the other thing is track record. Look at the lawyer's success over time. What can they tell you about specifically? That's very important. Now, here's some other questions you need to find out the answers to. Lots and lots of lawyers say on their website or their ads, they say, no fee if no recovery. Well, that's true for everybody. It's not a way to distinguish a good lawyer from a bad lawyer. And it actually leaves out one important question. It's not just the lawyer's fee that's important, but the money the lawyer spends on your case. Some lawyers have so little resources that they can't afford to hire expert witnesses or pay for doctors to testify about their treatment of you, and they make you pay those expenses as the case goes along. Better lawyers usually can at least advance those expenses and then collect from you or from your settlement at the end of the case. So while the case is going on, you don't have to worry about paying extra money for the legal case. That's one of the hallmarks of a pretty good lawyer. Which takes me to my next point, which is, does this lawyer, and a question you want to ask, do you have the financial resources? Do you have the personnel resources to take care of my case? The bigger the case is, the more people need to be involved. The lawyer needs to have a cadre, a team of people to work with. Sole practitioners or somebody who's just got like one secretary, maybe one paralegal, typically you're not going to get as good a representation. So those are some pretty good tips about finding a good lawyer. If we can help you, feel free to call our firm, Patrick Malone and Associates.